This is my Lego belt sander. The way this works is you have a motor that spins this shaft right here, like this, and it stands up like that. Then what you do is you just take whatever you want to sand, feed it into the belt, and then it sends it away. Like this. Not only is this an automatic sander, but because the way it's designed, when you put an object in it to sand, it'll always sand perfectly perpendicular to the ground, and therefore you'll always get nice 90-degree angles, unlike this piece of PVC pipe. Also, you might notice this platform part is not in the demonstration video. That's because I couldn't find it earlier today, but I found it now, so at least there's that. Number 4 on my list is this. It's my Lego electric screwdriver. It's not very impressive. It's just a battery and a motor. And then I have this adapter, which allows me to use anything with a 1/4-inch chuck, like that or this. Put it in there and it's pretty useful, just not very fast or strong. However, it does get the job done most of the time. Here's an example of how I would use it. This is my Lego polishing wheel. It's basically just a Lego motor with a 2-speed gearbox hooked up to a little felt pad that it just spins around. And that's pretty much the whole thing. You have slow speed and then you have fast speed. You can see the shifter in there working like that, and then middle is just neutral. So I actually do use this quite often, but it's usually just for fun and for practice. I have this little bit of polishing compound. It's just like a little brick that you rub on the polishing wheel. So to put the polishing compound on, what I like to do is just put it into the slow speed and rub it on. To demonstrate it, I'll use this little copper ring from the Lego Hacksaw. This is my Lego Power Hacksaw. The way it works is the hacksaw pivots on this hinge as gravity pulls it down. When you want to cut something, you would clamp it down onto this platform, and as it cuts through, the hacksaw blade will pass through this slot. Then once it finishes cutting, it'll hit that pin. This is a hardened steel Traxxas hinge pin, which is too hard for the hacksaw blade to cut through, and therefore it won't cause any damage if it isn't turned off right away. The way this works is, you take the object you're trying to cut, put it down, and then use a clamp to clamp it on, like this. You lower the blade, and then you turn it on. Maybe add another clamp. that's it. Take the clamps off, and there you go. Freshly cut stick. Now let's just cut some stuff. Number 1 on my list is the Lego Lathe. The reason this is number 1 is mainly because I can make some parts with it that I normally couldn't without it. So it is very useful because of that. To operate it, you just take a simple battery pack and hook up alligator clips to the motor, like that. And that's how you power it. This is technically not a Lego motor. However, you can do the same thing. You can either gear it up to make it go faster, or you could modify a Lego motor to spin much faster. To move the blade in the Z-axis, you turn this knob here, and to extend and retract the blade on the X-axis, you use this knob here. And it can go reasonably far. Right there, that's fully extended, and that's fully retracted. And now, time for the demo. Here's the final product. So this is just a little plug that fits in the end of pipes, like this, aluminum tube. And yeah, not sure why I would need that. It's just a demonstration of what I could do with the lathe.